Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over the cryptocurrency market, more specifically, Veracity, and show you some things that probably is going on with this little bad boy right here, guys. Okay. So, explain some things right here. So, I told some people on this coin with Veracity coin is like, look for an entry into this coin because I think it's going to blast back beyond all-time highs. You heard that right. All-time highs, guys. So here's a reason why on this asset right here. On the daily, it came down. Just looking at this basic technical analysis. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You go into something like this, make sure you set up your stop losses. It came back down and it wicked all the way down here. I was actually paying attention to this, didn't have any limit orders or anything like that. I was kind of suspecting it could do something like this, but it wicked down there. Could it continue to drop some? It could. It might not be done in that area. Take a closer look. But here's the thing, just basics of it. Up into a wave and came back down right previous fourth wave areas, okay? On the daily chart, you have a clear indication of an impulse right there, okay, with your divergence. And it came all the way back down there. It could have reset the cycle. So you have a good shot. You have a real good shot that this coin right here is in this move, okay? 1, 2, and it's going into that, guys, okay? It could be going into that, all right? I doubt that's a bounce, but you never, ever know. That's why if you get into something like this, say, you know, here's your risk right now. Here's your risk. Oh, let's go back down right there, 25% risk, okay? For, you know what kind of gain this could be right here, guys? Just using, it's going to hit logarithmic numbers. If you don't believe me that this doesn't hit logarithmic numbers, well, just come over here and check it. Just come over here and check Veracity and check the wave counts right there, okay? And go up. It'll hit logarithmic numbers. So you have a good shot of numbers being hit like that with an asset like this, guys. So let me take a look and just go with conservative numbers right now. You know, if you want to do that, wave 1, let's say wave 2's right there, bottom of wave 4. You know, now you're looking at numbers right here and potentially right up there. So with Veracity, you're looking at potentially 250, 400% on the next wave run. And if it is a third wave, you're looking at potentially 8x, like 9x, now 10x, and now you start approaching something like a 15x, guys, with the wave of that momentum and that strength behind it, guys. Okay, that's how I'm looking at that with Veracity. Now going back over to overall picture of it, one of the reasons I think that Veracity is doing what it's doing, I made videos, thought maybe a bottom was there, screwed that up, but the bottom was right here, okay? Is because of this back here. This structure back here with this massive flat, I went over this. This is a wave 1, how does this thing? A, B, C. So a massive flat that took it from June of 2019 to March of 20, went up into a wave, bam, and then went up into this wave. I don't think that this is a 5th wave. I think it's a 3-wave move, and this is the whole correction from April of 21, and it's been in this correction over here now, guys. So the reality of it is that this move, let me go to a daily. Let me go to a daily. This move right here is the main impulse move of Veracity. It seems reasonable that this could be the 5th wave, but I don't think so, guys. I think this is a 3-wave move. It looks 3-wave-ish to me. And it ended right here, and it came back over here and corrected all the way back over here. So you can see the correction. You have a long correction over here, right? You have a flat move over here. Then you have this. It came up. And now you have another long correction. 623 days. And you got one, let's say, what is this one? There's 276 days. Okay? 276. So here's the longer one. So it's set up to do this blast over here, guys, in my opinion. Okay, just based off this data that I'm looking at. All right. So you got the targets and everything, and looking at it deep down in that RSI. Let's check the 12-hour, and you can see that at 12-hour all the way back down there, guys. Okay. So this is set up to do a shot, a serious shot, in my opinion. If that's a third wave, guys, that's going to be a serious shot. Up, not down, up. High probability is going to be a shot. Now, the question is, hey, but Greg, but I've been watching all these bear movies and bear videos on Bloomberg and CNBC and YouTube, right? Right? S&P 500 is going to drop like a rock. The NASDAQ is going to drop like a rock. Can't you tell, man? How is that going to go up if that's all going down to the bottom of the barrel, right? CNBC, I watch Bloomberg, man. I'll tell you what, if you watch Bloomberg to get your investment advice, you get wrecked. You get wrecked. No, three of those people on there, I see them all the time. They don't know what they're doing. They're clueless. They're clueless. You know, they don't make their money from investment. They make their money from being paid from Bloomberg, guys. Probably a lot of money. I wouldn't be surprised if that older guy on there, kind of heavy-set guy, is making $1 million a year. I wouldn't be surprised. So why would he care if he's making money in, some stock or something like that, right? So anyhow, I went off on a tangent. I digressed a little bit. So let's go over that little bit of information. Right here's Bitcoin, guys, on the daily chart. Checking it out on the cycle right here, okay? And it's coming down. Now, here's the thing with Bitcoin. I'm taking a look. Bitcoin could come down into this box area. It came down to my box target area. You can see right there my box target area, okay? It might do another correction back over here, guys. So it could swing up and back down over here and do a double correction, okay? I don't think Bitcoin is going to be done till maybe the March timeframe, going into the beginning of end of February, beginning of March. We have a few more days, okay? So just kind of patiently waiting and see what Bitcoin is going to do. Now, this could be the correction, but here's the thing with Bitcoin, guys, down here. If it doesn't come down, break this a little bit more, you have a good shot with Bitcoin. Like this is like a 1-2, 1-2, okay? As long as it stays on this trend right here, guys. All right. And Bitcoin could go up and do that shot right up there. Okay. So you might see it drag up into the RSI some more and come back down onto this trend right here. This is the one I'd be paying attention to right here, Bitcoin, guys, on that RSI right there. Okay. Same thing with Ethereum. So let's go over, here's Gala, guys. You know, Gala's kind of doing the same thing. Now with Veracity up here, it did a flat, kind of like, here's Gala. In my opinion, it's doing a flat. I think this is 1, 2, 3. This is a flat move right here. You can see it in the RSI on the 4-hour chart. Usually that's your signal of a flat. 1, 2, 3, ABC, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I think it's going to come down for another move over here. Okay, and this is your flat move for Gala because I think the correction ended on the 23rd of January, right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3 for A, 1, 2, 3 for B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for C. A, B, C, to make a correction for Gala, which Gala is telling you come here to a daily chart. Boom, like so, right? Daily chart up into a wave. Get a little bit of divergence right there. Boom, wave 2 right in here. You see that? Look at that. Get it way down there again, guys. Getting ready for what? Boom, another wave over there. So you're going to know this is a third wave on Gala. Imagine you see this one. Imagine this one over here, guys. It's setting up for this. It's setting up for one of these over here. Imagine that wave right there. If it breaks the height of that'll be your third wave on Gala. So you have a good shot with Gala too. 1, 2, 1, 2. Veracity 1, 2. Okay. So these coins, this coin and this coin, are telling me something's going on over here, guys. That's quantitative analysis, right? You have a quantitative analysis. So basically, you have analysis. People can take the, let me go over here. People can take the S&P 500 chart. Here's the S&P 500 chart, right? And you can look at only the chart to do a quantitative analysis on the S&P 500, which how many stocks are in that? A lot. And you got to take all of them and do an analysis on all the stocks to get an idea where the actual trend could be going with the S&P 500. Increase your probabilities. Not saying that I'm a quant, but just saying that that's how you do a quantitative analysis on an index instead of just looking at the chart itself, which is, of course, you want to look at just the chart, but you can get an idea what's going on here. Now, here's the bear. The bear case is going to drop like a rock on the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Dow Jones Industrial. However, I'm going to prove to you, I think there's a higher probability that this is going to be going into an uptrend, more than likely, okay? Which means for Bitcoin, it's probably going to be going into an uptrend. Now, I'm not saying the correction's done there with Bitcoin and can't come back around, and this could all turn sour real quick. You got to be aware of that. But it could be another uptrend for that. You got Veracity potentially telling me that over there. You got same thing with Gala, like I just showed you. Now, here's the argument on the S&P 500 for me. This trend, okay? Back down, touch, boom, touch, boom, touch, boom, break, okay? So more than likely, the probability is something ended right there on a cycle. How long is this going to go? Don't know. But let's take a look at some other assets just to get an idea, just to clarify that information. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Here's the NASDAQ, guys. Up, touch, boom, touch, down, back down, boom, touch, back down, boom. Came up, made an attempt, touch, back down, break. Okay? So more than likely with the NASDAQ, there's something significant on a cycle that's ended there. Okay? So now we can go to the Dow Jones Industrial. Said you got a good shot that this is going to go back up. Why? Well, the fake out flat is in there that I think people miss. You got to pay attention to these flats, guys, because here's the Dow Jones Industrial. Dow Jones Industrial, okay? So what I see with this one is right here. This is your evidence, in my opinion. You see this? A, B, C. Boom. That's a flat. There's a flat right there. Okay? So I was paying attention to this, made previous videos about that, and I said, okay, something's going on here with the Dow Jones. Don't know what it is yet. Let it play out. But in my opinion, you got a long sideways correction, and they can go sideways like this, not go deep, and make a correction of the whole cycle. As you can see right here in the RSI, where that flat start, boom, boom, boom. Now it's down here in the RSI. That's the daily RSI, taking everything out. So what I'm seeing right here with the Dow Jones Industrial, in my opinion, is not something that's going to be dumping like a rock. It's correcting the cycle to go back up. Whether it's in an ABC or it's in a wave 2 remains to be seen. Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's ABC, ABC, ABC for your WXY. I think you want it to come down a little bit more, about 32,100, 32,200 on the Dow Jones Industrial. So more than likely, Dow Jones Industrial, you're going to be doing something like, maybe A, playing around in here, finally finish that up, and it's going to go up into a C, or it's 1, 2. Okay? So there's going to be upside for that, more than likely. And if you take a look at this too, guys, think about this. The Dow Jones Industrial clearly broke everything. You see? Boom, boom, boom. It went back down, up, boom, went all the way up, back test, and now it's over in this area. Maybe it's going to come all the way down to 31.8, back test it again, and then boom, right? Okay, so now take a look at this too. I just show you guys something real quick, okay? This is important for crypto, because if these are dumping like a rock, the S&P's dumping like a rock, the NASDAQ's dumping like a rock, well, you could probably be assured that Bitcoin over here will probably be dumping like a rock too. That's the argument. Okay, I'll agree with that. All these financial stocks and stuff kind of work with Bitcoin, right? Okay, so here you go. You got the same pattern over here. You see, I made an example over here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what did it do? Boom, boom, boom. And you can see it here in the RSI. There's your third wave peak. There's your fifth wave divergence, and what? Boom, boom, boom. Came down, reset that whole cycle. So what? It go back up. Okay, so you got the same thing going on right over here. I'm looking at these videos, man. These guys thinking this thing's going to drop like a rock. I mean, it's obvious what's going on to me. It's obvious what's going on here, guys. So here's the thing. They want the crash. Here's where the crash will be. The crash will be like this. A, B, C, right? And then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be the crash. If it does that, if it's not going into a bullish trend, that'll be the crash, guys. So here we go. Let's see. Now, that is my argument. Now, here's the other thing I want to show you guys too. The pattern here is going on, right? So here you got the Dow Jones Industrial. Dow Jones Industrial blasted up into that wave. It outshot the NASDAQ. It outshot the S&P 500. Okay. Why? Well, I could tell you the reason why on the NASDAQ, because in the NASDAQ, you had stocks like Facebook, Google, Amazon, Netflix, but it was earlier in the year. Basically, the big boys in there. Not really Apple yet. They all had to do their wave two dump. They had to do their wave two dump. So they're dropping like a rock, which kept the NASDAQ over here suppressed. So it didn't go up very much. Okay. The big boys just dragged it down. So the NASDAQ was like, oh, boom, like that. So it probably had some little stocks or smaller cap stocks in there that kind of just helped it to go up to make that move. But if you look at the date right here, what date is that? 13th October? 13th October. What's the date right there at the end of this cycle? Check that out. Look at that. 12 October. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial. What do you want to guess? It's probably about the same time, isn't it? Yeah, you see 3rd, 4th, 13th October, right around in those areas, guys. So that's my case for that. And looking at those other assets, it looks pretty good to me, guys. It looks pretty good. You know, I wouldn't get overly bearish right now in the markets, because you have a good shot it could be blasting back up. Now, here's the other thing is too you want to be aware of, okay? I want to make you aware of something right here. This is going to be really, real important for you if you're in the crypto space. Okay, so let's see. Let me use the S&P 500. Let me use the S&P 500. Here's the thing with the S&P 500. This could be a counter trend, guys. That's the whole thing. This could be a counter trend rally, okay? This is not necessary. There's no proof that this is a new bull market. There's no proof, but this could be a counter trend rally to set up. Okay. So you got your, this is like your WXY right here. Okay. Your WXY. Okay. And then it could be in a counter trend rally, just like this. Boom, 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 to set up for this dump over here. Okay. Is it going to be wave 1, 2, or it could be coming down to break new lows? You got to be aware of something like that. So you come over here to Bitcoin on the daily chart, right? On the daily chart, Bitcoin, let me go to a weekly chart. Bitcoin could be setting up for something similar. Okay. It's going to kind of depend on what's going on and where this is going to be ending up to, guys. But, you know, targets up here, resistance up there in these areas, 30,000 or something like that. You know, it could be the same thing, guys, counter trend rally or something like that with Bitcoin. You want to be aware of that, okay? You want to be aware it could be doing something like that. Not saying that it is, but just, you know, keep that in the back of your mind, you know, because you never know. There's no proof that it's a new bull market quite yet. But the whole thing with Bitcoin, in my opinion, if Bitcoin is going to maintain this right here on the RSI, pop up and just stays on there, you have a good shot. Bitcoin's going to be heading to 30K, guys. 30K. 30K, probably, maybe even higher, depending on what that is, depending on what kind of wave pattern this is going to end up being right here. Okay. What kind of wave pattern that this is going to, if this is 1, 2, 1, 2, you know, that could go, you know, even higher than 30K, guys. It really could. So I'll just go over some other assets real quick, I guess. AI tokens, you know, like people had some questions about AI tokens, thinking they're going to drop like a rock too. Caspa broke out of that. So, you know, it took all the divergence out. So it's probably off with Caspa, you know, very strange wave pattern. But the thing, if it's bullish, you know, this is like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it's off. It could do a moonshot out of there, guys. So, you know, do what you need to do with Caspa. Overall, long term, either way, I'm bullish on Caspa, guys. So, you know, whether you buy it here and it drops down to here or whatever, however it happens, I still see a shot, whether it goes back down here, if it's going up to there. Okay. With Caspa. And even if it comes back down to here, it's still going back up to there. And then actually ultimate targets probably later in 2023 of near 6, 7 cents. And it's less than a penny right now, guys. So just to give you an idea what I'm looking like with Caspa. Caspa is bullish, very, very bullish. The structure of it is it's all bullish, guys. It's a very bullish asset. There's just no doubt about it. Lots of bullishness behind it. Lots of bullishness behind this asset, guys. You know, a wave sequence, and it's over here. Why is this chart? This chart's different. Yeah, you see that, guys? Look at that, man. You know, this chart's all different. This chart over here is completely different. What is this on Mex C? Okay, yeah, so you can pay attention to that, guys, right there. You see on this chart, but either way, you see the volume coming in here on the daily chart. People are buying those dips, guys. And that's putting off like an impulse type move too. So it could be a wave pattern right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see your highest volume spike right there, giving off characteristics of a third wave back there. So it could be just coming back down to these areas and then get out of there, guys. So don't hold me to it. You know, the alternate count is it's going to be A, B, C. Okay. So be aware of something like that. If it's coming back down this way, it's just correcting this whole cycle and it's still going to get out of there. So Caspa looks pretty good to me, guys, for 2023. Very, very bullish. Very bullish coin, guys. And then go over the AI tokens. Okay. Here's the deal with this. Let me put this Vi coin, guys. Okay. Look, here's the deal. All right. This coin came out April 21. Most of the crypto market was bearish. They started their bear market from February to May of 21. There's a few assets that corrected here and went and continued on either a bull run or they did some sort of ABC move like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Phantom, like Cardano. There's a variety of coins that actually did it and broke all-time highs, okay? Maybe they were stronger, more people interested, more buyers and sellers. Obviously, that's the reason why assets go up. More buyers and sellers. JP does not control it. Whether an asset goes up or down. More buyers than sellers, it goes up. More sellers than buyers, it goes down. Not JP. JP just scares you guys and gets you not to buy it and creates the Fed hat trick that's been going on for a few years to get people not to buy. So they create more sellers than buyers and get it to go down. That's the whole hat trick with the Fed, guys. The Fed's been playing hat tricks since 1913, guys. 1913. Their first hat trick was with President Woodrow Wilson. I don't know if you guys know that. You go study something about that and you go learn about what they do. They're very good at hat tricks, guys. They're very good. Very good. A lot of people are like thinking they're dumb. They're not dumb, guys. They're not dumb. They're smart people, man. Don't underestimate your enemies, guys. So here's the deal with Vi token, right? Boom, 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 boom. I think Vi token, it's coming down there whole cycle, and I think it has a one more fifth wave shot, okay, on Vi token, guys. All right, so here's back to the cycle. It went in here, and it's in a bullish trend. You got one more shot, and then Vi token or Viat is a good coin, and it's in a trend, and it's going to correct that whole cycle. How deep is that going to go over there? I have no idea, guys. You know, it could go pretty deep. So this one, once it does a shot up there again, that's really considered. You probably want to maybe exit some or take some off the table with it. But you know, this right here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for another 5. And that fifth wave could be pretty long. You see this first wave; it's usually going to be about that length. Okay, so you could just take the length of that first wave and grab that, and then you could put it up there. Basically, let's say it gets down to 0.09 cents. You know, you could be looking at 43 cents, guys, for Bitcoin. Okay. And then it'll get up there and then it'll correct the whole cycle again. More than likely come back down to these general areas where it is right now. Okay. So the reason I'm going with those wave counts, the only way you can get a decent wave count out of Bitcoin is you got to use the RSI. Okay. And if I go to a 2-day chart, the highest peak on that 2-day chart is that peak right there, guys. Okay, it has the most momentum right there. So more than likely, that right there is your third wave. That was your fifth of your third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this right here is your third wave, a fourth wave of this wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how I see that. Come back out to a daily chart. Okay, and then your question may be, well, this third wave is short. But this fifth wave, if you take a look at that, that third wave is not the shortest wave. Right there is 228%. You take a look at that wave, and that wave is only 157%. So it's fine. This wave was longer, third, fourth, fifth. That's how I'm looking at that. Bullish asset, guys. Very bullish asset. You go over a Heart coin. We'll go over Heart. Look at the AI coins. Heart, I think, is in I think Heart did a whole wave sequence, guys. Take a look at the 12-hour. You're looking at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think it went up for a 5, and it's correcting it in that fourth wave territory area right there, guys. It came back around, and you could see 0.015 with Heart, and you can see that on the daily chart, it's coming down and reset and breaking everything, guys. So I think with Heart, you actually have a really good shot that that's not a fourth wave. This is going to be a second wave, more than likely, guys. And it could be going into a third wave. Okay. Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. It could rip off just a fifth wave and do one more, but it just, to me, it looks like it's resetting the whole cycle, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back up over here. Previous fourth wave target area. Yeah, it looks like it's going into a second wave, guys, or it's completing a second wave. How long did this take? 18 December to 23 January, so 1 month. And now you're 23 January, and now we're over here 1 month. Yeah, the time sequence looks pretty good. Ocean Protocol. Look at that on Ocean Protocol. Did it reset the whole cycle? Yeah, there's this cycle. It's resetting it. Yeah, it's resetting it. So Ocean Protocol could be the same thing too, guys. Same thing as Heart. Take a look at it on 2-day chart. Third wave peak right there. Third wave peak right there, guys. Right there. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's coming back around. So Ocean Protocol, same thing, guys. It could be 1, 2. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are scared of these because they gone up so much. I don't have the whole chart, so you want to go look at the whole chart, make sure it's not doing some sort of flat or something like that. But other than that, this is 1 and this is coming down for a 2, guys. Okay. And more than likely it's going into another wave sequence. So it looks pretty good. The target areas, you see, I got my alert on there with this asset coming down. It just barely missed it. And then you can see 32 cents. 32 cents, the previous fourth wave area right there, guys, more than likely. But it might not make that. So I would have limit orders. Ocean Protocol, AGIX. AGIX is in the same cycle. You can say right here, check that out. Same cycle. If it doesn't break that, then it's going up for more. You see it's consolidating right in that area, guys. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it's this back here. I think it has something to do with this back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for a 5. More than likely. Fetch coin. Looks like it's resetting a cycle, consolidating up there once again. And let me see here. 2-day chart. Let's see. They got that right there. So third wave peak. You know, it could have done the same thing too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somewhere in here has got to probably be another wave, but it seems like. See, this is the thing with Fetch, guys, is that I wanted Fetch to get down here and it would reset that whole cycle. Let me get to a 1-day chart. So here's this cycle. It's over here coming back down. This one's kind of confusing right here, guys, but this might just pop up for another wave. This one's a little bit confusing, guys. It does seem like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to see it get down here a little bit more. If it got down here, get this down a little bit more and reset the whole cycle, and you could have a wave 1, 2. But as of right now, it's too high. It's too high. It's not coming down to reset anything. So maybe there's a wave somehow in here that I'm missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's got just one more swing up and then come back down into a wave 2, guys. NMR is a coin. I'm looking at this. It's looking like it's completing a cycle right here, potentially going up into this over here, and it'll correct back down to these areas, right back down to here, 14, 15, something like that. And you can see the cycle on this one right here, guys. Come back down right there, broke it, and it'll come back down to those areas. I don't like the chart on that. These Vi, Fetch, AGIX, Ocean, and Heart are way better so far. But, you know, if this was a diagonal type move, okay, if this is a diagonal type move, it could swing back around and rip off a 5, then it could really be doing a swift third wave over there, okay? It could be doing that, guys. So Amplify. Amplify looks pretty good, guys. It looks really good. Coming back down to that cycle 5, and it looks like a 3-wave move hanging out right in my target area for Amplify. And this one right here, yeah, 3-wave swing right there. There's no divergence in that area. So it's in that area, guys. This is one right here is really setting up for a rip. Okay. You have a good shot for a rip on this one, guys. Right here to here was a 20x. Okay. 20x on that wave 1. And then this wave 3 could be even stronger than that, guys. So that right there, wave 1, boom, it's back down here, the daily. So yeah, it's setting up, guys. That one's looking really, really, really good. So let's see here. So all the others, so I got a lot of coins that look like they want to rip higher. And that's why I'm saying that it seems like just using that analysis on Bitcoin, that more than likely Bitcoin's going to be doing that too, guys. So let's take a look at Polkadot, because Dot's a good one. If Dot looks like it's going to rip, then you have a good shot that Bitcoin's going to rip too. So here's Polkadot, came up into that way, back down. Check this out, guys. Let's take a look at this one right here, 4-hour chart. What did it do, Polkadot? Look at that wave, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, probably a 5. Here's the flat right here. Here's the flat on Polkadot right here. Looks like. So it's got a flat up there. And then it ripped off a wave right there. So let's take a look at that. 12-hour. Ripped off a wave. Take a look at the daily. So yeah, Polkadot's another tough one, guys. Look at that right there. I mean, this RSI is all the way back down here on the daily below that. Let's take a look at what's Polkadot doing here. Is that a 3-wave swing? Polkadot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Polkadot here, guys. Let's take a look at this right here. 1-to-1. You have to wait for Polkadot to suss itself out and see what it's going to do in this area, guys. Because you have a good shot with Polkadot that it did a 1-2, and this could be a 1-2, depending on what it's going to do over here. You might have a double correction with Polkadot. It does look 3-wave-ish. Does look 3-wave-ish. But you can't rule out that it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back up in ABC, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to come back all the way back down there, or something like that, guys. But the retrace on that leg is deep already. But you can't rule out that, you know, 618 was down to probably what, 786, almost. Almost 786. Check it. Yeah, almost 786. So as long as Polkadot doesn't significantly come down more out of that leg right here, then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Polkadot's going to go here, back down, and then swing back around. So Polkadot is like Bitcoin. It can go either way. It could be 1, 2, 1, 2, or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's coming back down to these areas again, guys. So Polkadot is either staying in this area like Bitcoin and going up, or it's going to double correct and come back down. So that probably means Bitcoin is could be doing the same thing, go up, and then a Bitcoin will, if Polkadot's coming down to these areas again at $5.70 or something like that, then Bitcoin will probably be going down like what 21,000 or something like that to do another correction. So just gonna have to wait and see what the market is going to give us, guys. All right. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.